I have the pleasure now of being joined by Perry Kreider, who's the general manager for Dish Fiber. Perry, thank you so much for coming by. And you're really here to give us some good explanations about Dish Fiber. People may know the name Dish, but Dish Fiber is a whole different animal. Start with telling us a little bit about managed Wi-Fi versus traditional internet.
Sure, so traditional internet is kind of what you think about when you have a relationship with your MSO or your cable provider. You have your own Wi-Fi router and you have your own network that's created based off that. In the multifamily industry, it's a little bit different because when you start looking at managed Wi-Fi, it creates some interesting opportunities for what you can do with the network from both the property ownership group as well as the resident experience. So the managed part of it really is about looking at the network, understanding how it works, making sure it's optimized across all the different users, so you don't have the clutter and noise of 20 or 30 different routers that you can see that pop up on your Wi-Fi.
Well, boil all that down for us and explain why the multifamily industry should really care.
Yeah, so I would look at it as like three buckets, right? So you've got your property ownerships, your property ownership groups, you've got your residents, and then you've got your property management staff. So for your property ownership groups, it really allows for things like smart buildings. So if you want to do risk mitigation like water sensors, if you want to do, have climate be more economical, you can put in thermostats. If you're looking at access controls, you can run this all off of one network, right? And in the traditional sense, you can't really do that because you have to have a property-wide system to be able to really create smart buildings. There's also the revenue component of it. So in a bulk managed Wi-Fi solution, you have a lot higher NOI and opportunities to make money off of the Wi-Fi really as an amenity fee. For the residents, you have property-wide roaming. So you're walking your dog, you're still on your own slice of the network. You're at the pool, you're still on your own slice of the network. Both for Wi-Fi as well as television. So it creates a really nice resident experience, and it's really can be a good selling point for the property managers. So the property managers can market it. They can also, it's a very simple process for them to sign up new residents. There's no calling the cable company, right? It's an email address and a secure password, and then all of a sudden, the residents are on their internet day one when they move in.
Perry, I understand you work with some of the largest portfolios, ownership groups. Tell us a little bit about working with those larger ownership groups and how that eventually works down to the user experience.
Yeah, definitely. I would say that there's a couple components that some of these large property ownership groups really appreciate about our service. One of it is that we're nationwide. So we have the flexibility to be anywhere that they are, so they're not territories like they would have necessarily with MSOs or cable companies. And their properties are all different, right? They're not cookie cutter, and our solution's not cookie cutter. We're very consultative in our approach to the design. One of the other things that's really nice is not all property ownership groups are greenfields. So you have a lot of existing properties out there. Our system and our design allows us to use existing wiring as long as it's in good working condition. So we're not tearing out walls and doing things like that. It's a much cleaner experience to create a smart building.
So flexible and cost effective in bottom line.
Yeah, very much so. And then because we are nationwide, all of our installers are W-2 employees. And that's an important aspect because there's, we can guarantee our service and our quality of build and really what this system is going to deliver.
Quality and a great name like Dish, great combination, Dish Fiber. Perry Kreider, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.